Hey Ben, it's Greg here. Just wanted to do a little tape job for you for your thumb. I was told that you've torn some ligaments in your thumb or some tendons. I'm not sure which one it was, but what I'll do is I'll give you a sample of what we do or what I do if I've injured my thumb and still have to compete or work all day boxing people, essentially. Um, because again, I don't know which section, whether it's a ligament, tendon, or which ligaments they are. I'm going to give you a couple variations or an all-around sort of thumb lockdown. So I'm a little low on I'm definitely low on what in Canada we call the hockey tape. This is the 1-inch boxing tape that we use down here. So right now what I'll do, and what I typically do actually, I like to use just your typical electrical tape. In this first thing, what you want to do is I'm going around, and you want to be careful not to like go really and pull this tape, okay? If you watch what I'm doing, I'm putting the tape on and then I'm sort of rolling it out, okay? What I want to do is I want to start off locking at the base of my thumb. That's right here around this base part. A lot of people, when they wrap the wrist itself. What we want to do is get a little bit of a lockdown, okay? And you can see if I'm pulling hard, you get that sort of traction thing on my thumb. You can see the skin. So just keep it nice and light. You can add tension. Spread your hand wide at the same time while you're doing this, okay? And I'm going to just lock it down. What I'm essentially doing on this first point is locking this base of the thumb right here. So it's not going to retract back and forward, okay? It's not going to have a lot of backwards movement here, or this way. You can see it. A little difficult, okay? So I'm just getting a base right at the thumb, and I'll come back to this. Now, you can do this in a multiple set of rolls, or you can do it in one take. What I want to do on this first take is you want to come up, okay, and you want to go along the bone. See right here, the base, outside knuckle of the thumb. What you're going to do is come up, give yourself some tension, and you're going to create what they call a spica strip, where I'm going to cross right over that knuckle again, okay? Bring it down, wrap it around. Again, notice how I'm like very loosely right here doing this, okay? I recommend you do it a couple times, and I sort of stagger it a little bit, right across, getting that knuckle, back down again, okay? Supporting down on the base of the thumb. I do like to give a little bit of pressure through the base of my thumb here, and you'll find that as a comfort level for yourself, okay? From there, I'm going to come all the way up to this section of the thumb right here, okay? Now be careful with this stuff, how tight you get it. I'm going to come around, I'm going to wrap just at the next knuckle, okay? And if it's not comfortable, you might have to rip the tape and do a second one. I'm used to doing this, okay? And then as I'm going to come around, I'm going to wrap the thumb going in the reverse direction, okay? Now what I'm doing here is I'm trying to get this locked here and pull it. Now a lot of the guys at this point will say make a C-frame or make whatever type thing. This might be actually a good point to break the tape, just to show you here. A lot of them are going to have you hold a cup or hold something like extend your hand so that you can get this C shape, and typically in a sort of medical or therapeutic type position, you're going to lock this, and then the secondary set of tape, we're going to go in and we're going to track over and sort of push it down and in a little bit, okay? So you have kind of two positions. You have the C-shape position, and you have this position, the handshake position, okay? Depending on what you're going to do, this is where the shape will change, okay? If you're grabbing stuff for your testing where you have to put some sort of weight and grip this type of thing, okay, I would get something so that I'm thinking of being able to close the thumb around that. See how I'm doing that? Thumb still fits in, the finger's open. I can do this out. Now from here, okay, I can start around the thumb, keep that position, and now start to, so I'm keeping that little bit of a position, and start to lock that, and this is where I add a little bit of the pull. I'm going to lock it down, give it some support in that position, sort of backstop the hand, okay? And I'm going to come back up, I'm going to go high again, and if I have to come up, a lot of times I'll do a double roll. And this is not, this is just for if you have to survive and sort of do a situation where you're going to have to actually train, okay? This time I'm sort of anchoring, giving a little bit of pull, so my thumb is pulled in a bit, okay? Not a lot of tension, and I'm locking around again, locking that thumb. I like to go now and support the base, and sometimes I'll go up and go around the back of the other hand. Right here, the thumb in this position. If I have to keep this sort of cupped position, I'll come across the far side of the hand. Okay. Now be careful here that you don't overdo your pressure. Like if I did this hard, you can see how it gathers right there. Keep it nice and controlled. Okay. Coming back around, close off this open space if you like. I like to. And the other thing I like about using this type of tape is that it will flex. So I'll go in, I'll start. If I can squeeze the tip of my thumb, I don't know if you could see it here. When you squeeze the tip of your thumb, it goes white and then it refills. Okay, you know that you have the circulation, sorry. Squeeze the tip of the thumb or squeeze the tip of the thumb, it goes white, it fills back red. Okay, then I've got the circulation going in here. This gives me a good amount of support. I'm supported through the knuckle here. Okay, I'm supporting the base of the knuckle right here. Okay, and the ligaments that are connecting the lateral collaterals, medial collateral and lateral collateral. And then I've also got the base of the thumb, so if I get an impact going this way, it's not going to take off. This is sort of a suggestion just for the thumb. I do this for a lot of boxers, MMA fighters that I've worked with that just have jammed their thumb, or I've done something, especially MMA, where you catch that thumb and it gets dragged out a lot. Okay, so I think this will give you an idea. If you do have what I call the hard tape as well, you can also go around again. You've already got pretty good Spica Strip right there, so you might go around and do that one more support strip, starting at the knuckle. Okay, get a nice bend into it. I like to come over the knuckle a bit, and then give it a comfortable lockdown position. I'm gonna run out of tape here. Lockdown position so that it'll have the maximum sort of distance at where the thumb can go to. And I'll go both directions. This one I'm coming down across sort of that thumb lock. Back around. Let's have a limited amount of tape. Oh, right out of tape now. Right? That works out good actually. Place that placement of that back down here. And I've got a nice solid weightlifting. If I have to do any kind of conditioning type stuff here, I feel that my thumb is supported nicely. Okay, so if you're not able to use a cast, or you're not wanting to use a cast, or even if you do have a cast and you need that additional support, all I do if you do have a cast is make sure you put some sort of wrap around between the cast and your finger before you start taping, so you don't get the friction. All right, I hope that helps out. This is a single take, It's 5:30 in the morning. My client didn't show up, so just wanted to get back to you and make sure that you got this. All right, just taking a look. Nice and supported. Okay, I still have movement. You can see that I'm not purple and everything. My circulation's not purple. I do really like the concept of using the electrical tape because I like the flexibility it has, and it'll expand, and then putting a little bit of hard tape on the end. All right, hope that helped out. I will, and anyone, send me some questions, guys. Love it.